Good morning. I'm Jackie King. I am the owner of Healing and Balance and a Genius Biofeedback energy healing practitioner. I've had a lot of great results, and my clients have had some really dramatic results with frequency healing. One is after something shifted in my daily routine, I noticed I was having inflammation issues in my hands and feet, so much so that it limited the work that I do with my clients. I have a recipe for frequencies to reduce inflammation that I ran twice daily. It made notable differences after just a few days. That's pretty dramatic when pain and inflammation limit your livelihood. The other one says, I love having you work with me. In just a short amount of time, my head and neck have less pain. So it's pretty incredible that you can use something like energy and frequencies to turn things around in your body and regain balance again. Frequency and energy technology are becoming very popular today. A frequency technology such as the TENS unit can reach places that medicine and even supplements can't. For example, in the joint spaces or in the connective tissues. Quantum biofeedback technology allows us to do energetic testing similar to muscle testing. That gives us pieces of information in a short amount of time. This can be a very helpful tool to reveal things that would normally go undetected. Now, I don't know about you, but there's a lot of complex problems in today's healthcare system, right? So Genius is a sophisticated voice engine that was derived from a voice analyzer that was developed at MIT. It's able to pick up various tones and fluctuations in our voice and turn it into a measurable frequency. The frequency is then compared to thousands of other what are considered normal frequencies and determine where we might need a little bit of assistance today, right now. As a Genius quantum biofeedback practitioner, I cannot diagnose, I cannot cure anything. What I do is to help rebalance mind, body, and biofield. I help to reduce the stress and anxiety that can lead to many other serious issues. And we know, we've heard it many, many times before, that stress is the underlying cause to 80% or higher of illnesses and diseases. I can help you find the best frequencies that resonate with you. And in my experience, there's a great benefit to finding and running these frequencies. So my most amazing experience thus far has been I was able to help a client reduce the after effects from a vaccine that had left her with symptoms of syncope, always feeling like she was going to faint. She would literally have to lie down on the floor from fear of falling. Obviously, she could not drive, she could not cook. All of her daily activities were altered or non-existent. I did some remote sessions and ran frequencies for her specifically to reduce the damage from the vaccine and to support brain and organs. And I'm happy to say that she's back to her normal routine of cooking, cleaning, visiting with her family, having lunch with her friends again. And that's just running these frequencies probably, I don't know, 5 or 7 times, done remotely. That is very powerful. So Energy healing is the way of the future. We've heard that from many well-known people like Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla. They knew that energy was the way of the future. So what I would like to do is to begin to share my screen and to get a volunteer. And we will do a scan your aura, determine where there might be some imbalances, and then run the frequencies for a short amount of time and then see how the aura shifts. Does that sound good? Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen? Okay, all right, so I'm going to find my client in here. Okay, so what I need to do now, because Genius works on voice analyzation, I need to get a 15-second voice recording, and then this will start working its magic. Okay, are you ready? You will need to unmute yourself. You ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y. A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y. Sarah, I'm working on optimal health. A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y.
Perfect. Now we're going to let this analyze. And while we do that, Sarah, are you having specific issues with anything today? Anything that I need to try to pinpoint exactly on here? To see what comes up?
Just see what comes up. I'm curious because I haven't had a scan.
Okay, it has been a little bit. Okay. Okay, we will use this picture. Okay, so the energy scan is complete. And within Genius, we have the opportunity to put in words, specific words, an affirmation statement, because everything is energy. Our thoughts, our emotions, words, the human body, everything is energy. So when we put in some positive words, and what I picked up on with Sarah's statement was optimal health. So we can plug in those words. Optimal health, and it will overlay that frequency on top of what we're running now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and begin this analysis and see what this comes up with. And I do have new libraries. One is for like the angels, the angelic piece. I'm really excited to start using that. Okay, excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to start going down through here kind of quickly. I know everybody is pressed for time, but what I want to look at today is things that are highlighted in red or things that are highlighted in blue. Red denotes an acute issue. Blue is more of a chronic situation. This is not meant to diagnose or to treat. This is just highlighting areas that could be beneficial if we run these frequencies for you right now and help to bring balance. Before we do that, let's go ahead and Scan her aura. And the aura is that energy field that surrounds the body that can tell quite a bit about us, actually. Interesting. It's an interesting aura. So when there's a little bit of muddiness, it's trapped energy. Green is associated with the heart. Muddiness, what I see is kind of the muddiness, a little bit of purple muddiness, like in the head, throat area. So take a picture of that, and we're going to go back, and we're going to look at Bach flowers. And Dr. Bach had like 38 different remedies that were utilized, plants, to help adjust the emotional state of individuals. So when we look at this, what has come up for her is hornbeam. And I'm just going to take these couple, hornbeam and aspen, and drag those into what is called our main hold tray. Hornbeam is associated with tiredness at the thought of doing something. Aspen, triumphing over the fear of unknown things. Okay. Both interesting. And I'm going to take the two lowest ones that are highlighted in blue, that being elm and olive. Elm is associated with overwhelmed by responsibility, and olive is associated with exhaustion following mental or physical effort. So we're going to back out of here. We're going to go to the neurotransmitters that are highlighted in blue. Acetylcholine, we're going to put that into our tray, and serotonin. And let's go ahead and look at the meridians. The meridians are those energy channels that run through the body and connect to the different organs and glands. And we're going to put these items that are highlighted in red into our tray. We're also going to look at the Nogier tones. Dr. Nogier also discovered different tones and frequencies that are beneficial for helping to heal or rebalance the body. We're going to slide the note of G in there, B, F, and A. G has to do with brain function, scar tissue, inflammation, and universal frequency. B is digestion, lymphatic, circulatory, and neuropathy. F, emotional harmony, bone healing, and hormones. And A has to do with energy, eyes, anything post-surgery related, or wounds. Okay, let's look at the solfeggio tones also. These also have to do with specific frequencies that relate to helping to address specific situations in your life. So 741 frequency is awakening your intuition. 417 is undoing situations and facilitating change. 396 is liberating guilt and fear. And I always like to put in 528, which is related to transformation and miracles or DNA repair. And I think that everybody can benefit from DNA repair. As far as the chakras go, what's popping up on her for today is the root chakra. The root chakra has to do with grounding, connection to the earth. We'll go ahead and put the solar chakra in there as well. And I'm going to, just because I know a little bit about the situation, I want to put crown chakra in there and brow. Okay, body systems. What has come up is digestive, respiratory, nervous, and immune system. We're going to put all of those systems into our tray, and then skeletal, muscular, and the endocrine system. And herbs are always a good support for strengthening our body. We have ginkgo, valerian root, black cohosh, saw palmetto, schizandra, amla, dongquai, buchu, and Korean ginseng, all going into our tray. And we're going to put skullcap in here too. Spinal energy. All right. C1 is going in. C3, C5, T1, we're going to put T3 in here, T5, T10, T12, sacrum. All right. So this will just give a little bit of energy where needed in that spinal column. Hormones, epinephrine and growth hormone. And put those in. We'll slide down here. Follicle stimulating hormone, serotonin, and melatonin. You having trouble sleeping? All right. Hopefully you'll sleep good tonight. Minerals.
I love watching all of these things come up because it's so accurate throughout all of it. Even if I don't remember those things, I'm like, yep.
It's pretty interesting, isn't it? It's kind of like magic how it happens. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and look at the organs too, even though it's not highlighted. I think this is such a crucial piece to having our entire being balanced. So we'll put kidneys in there, and I'm going to slide brain in here. Excuse me. Eyes, pancreas. Let's go ahead and look at glands as well. Thyroid we'll put in, ovaries, pancreas. I think that came up a minute ago in another area. Let's see. Let's look at today's stress. So we have cardiovascular, immune, fungus. All of those items can be put into our main hold tray. And then acid, hormonal, bacteria, and blood sugar. We'll slide all of those items in there. Infection. Maybe you were exposed to a little bit of mold at some point. Bacteria. Essential oils. Essential oils are sort of that thing that's God's gift to us for healing our body. And what's popped up for for Sarah are, as the things that would be beneficial, are lemon balm, chamomile, and wintergreen. All of the essential oils have different chemical constituents in them that benefit the body in different ways, whether it's detoxifying, whether it's something that's relaxing, or whether it's a way to get more oxygen into the cells. Each of them has a different property. I'm going to put juniper berry in there as well. And then the things that are more of a chronic state for right now: vetiver, orange, cardamom, cypress, and lemongrass. And I'm just going to put those in a bulk manner. We can put tea tree in. That's a very cleansing kind of oil. And electrical sensitivities, UHF, metallic implants, fluorescent lights, and electrical appliances. All right. And quickly, I'm going to look at the libraries, and what those are. They are specific groups of frequencies that can address a specific condition that someone might be dealing with right now, whether it's trying to create more abundance, or allergy related, weight loss, cardiovascular, all of those things. We have several libraries in here, but I'm going to scan this and see which ones show as high or low for Sarah right now. All right, let's see what has come up as high. Heart walls. You know what a heart wall is? Okay. Heart walls are those energetic things, energetic walls that the subconscious creates in an effort to protect us from being hurt again. But it really doesn't protect us. It only prevents us from giving and receiving love and support as we should. They can damage relationships, even the relationship that we have with ourselves. So we're going to slide these couple of things in here and see what else. That one doesn't look bad, but I'm going to put that in there, a prebiotic. I put vibrational raindrop massage in here. I created that one. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. All right, I'm going to slide down here. Okay, let's look at colloidals. Okay. Have you ever used colloidal silver? Yeah. Another one of those kind of miracle things. A lot of benefits to that. And let's look at muscular revitalization with shiatsu. And we'll put those guys in here too. Okay. Okay, well, we have over 100 items in our main hold tray, which is a lot, but I know that you can handle it. So I want to make sure there's nothing else that we need to look at here. There's my angels. Okay. All right. Ready? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to go to this main hold tray, and we're going to analyze this and see what items are of the most importance, the highs, the mediums, and the lows. So we can choose to just run the high items. We can choose just specific things in there. But what I'm going to do for her is to run all of them, and I don't think that she's going to mind. And I'm going to run this for 5 minutes. And let her experience this from a distance standpoint. Do you have any questions, ma'am? No. Okay. So there are people that can feel the energy when we're running this distantly. Some people can feel the shifts in their body occurring at that time. Some people can't. It does not mean that the frequency healing is not working. Some people are just a little bit more susceptible to frequency healing than others are. So with the Genius program, one of the really amazing features to this is that it allows the practitioner to send frequencies to the client via email. They can upload those into a phone or to an iPad and have those accessible to them to run for 7 days. So I would take and share all of these frequencies that I am running now with Sarah. She could choose to run those multiple times a day or through the night and experience the healing all week long before we would need to run another scan on her. So basically, when I say, you know, frequency held in the palm of your hand, that's pretty much what I'm talking about. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I can already feel my neck loosening up.
Yay.
It's been the last couple of weeks that I'm like, oh.
Well, C1 and C3 came up, remember? And C5 or C7, and several of your thoracic vertebrae came up as well. So I'm glad that you're noticing a difference. Yay. Success.
Yeah, I love having the frequencies run.
I'm sorry.
I said, I
What?
just love having the frequencies run. It just helps so much. It's tremendous. It's awesome technology.
It really is, and it's been around for quite some time, actually. I think it's like this particular program has been around for like 20 years. Just that, we're just now getting it in the Midwest.
Right. And I love how immediate it is.
Yes.
You know, it's not like, okay, here, take this pill, and in a month, you're going to maybe feel some differences.
Exactly. And you don't have the damage to your liver either from taking prescription meds. Now, having said that, let me clarify and say, I know that there are life-sustaining medicines that people have to take. I get it. And I'm not bashing that. But unfortunately, sometimes we get in a hurry and we need a quick fix. And people are just so used to popping a couple Advil or whatever to get rid of the headache, but is that really the underlying issue that's going on in the body? Could be C1 and C3 that are out of alignment and causing the headaches. So adjust it. And
emotional side of it. Nobody you don't realize the emotional side.
Exactly. Okay, now what we're looking for is approximately like 35 to 40% rectification, and this is only 29. So what I'm going to do is to run this for one more minute and see if we can push that number up a little bit. I'm confident that this extra minute will be beneficial. Got a library for the liver also, so I'm anxious to try that one out as well.
There's so many good libraries.
There are. It's incredible. Incredible. Keeping the liver clear is important for good health as well. Okay, there you go. 45%. Yay. Okay. So if this hadn't balanced, then we could just say, well, this is all that the body's going to absorb right now. And then we would just come back another time. So, and rescan and run this. So what I'm going to do right now is to go back here and find her aura. And we're going to rescan the aura and see the changes that have occurred. Wow, that's fantastic. Those bright, vivid colors are the colors that we're looking for. There's still just a little bit of muddiness on her right side, but overall, the bright, vivid green, that has to do with heart chakra. And that muddiness is gone from like her head area. So all in all, I think this has been a really good scan, a really good session. How are you feeling right now?
Much better. And I love this scan.
Good.
I know there's more to work on, but it's so much better than it was.
Good, good. Okay, do you want me to send you these photos? Do you
Sure.
need them? Okay.
I need them, but
Okay, fantastic.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Do you have any questions?
Not today that I can think of.
Okay, fabulous. All right. Well, thanks for being here, ma'am.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. I will see you again potentially next Thursday.
Sounds good.
All right. You take care. Have a great week.
You too. Bye.
Bye.